So I just got done watching Venom Let There Be Pure Cinema, and this shit was goofy as fuck. Going into this movie, I kept my expectations pretty reasonable. All I wanted to see was more Eddie and Venom, cause I'm a slut for that shit, and I wanted to see a badass Carnage with a great fight between the two symbiotes, and I've got to say, that's exactly what I got. So this film easily gets a 100% from me. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. This movie was very great, and I highly recommend. No, but seriously, this movie is fucking weird. It's like Andy Serkis snorted cocaine before each take. The pacing of this movie is so fast. Seriously, within the first 10 minutes, we see young Cletus and his girlfriend, who turns out to be Shriek. We catch up with Eddie, who is working to give insight with the police, but we also see him interview Cletus, and I'm not joking when I say this is all under 10 minutes. There's this teenage fight between Eddie and Venom in like a girl's bathroom stall or something, and this completely sets the tone for the rest of the movie. So if you don't like this scene, get the fuck out of the theater. Also, every character from the first film is so much better in this one. Dan I would count, but he didn't get much screen time, but Anne I liked a lot more, and even Miss Chan got some serious screen time, which I greatly appreciated. Honestly, I do wish this movie was a bit longer in my opinion, but it was a huge improvement over the first film. Cletus could have been fleshed out a bit more in my opinion, but I had no problem with Woody Harrelson's Carnage. I actually really liked it. Also, there was like an illustration of young Cletus and like kind of going back to his origin that's in the comics that I did not expect, and it was so cynical, and I gotta admit, it was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And the way Carnage looked, oh my god,
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Even his voice, oh bro, this symbiote was pretty much fucking perfect and done absolute justice. There's a breakout scene in this film where Cletus breaks Shriek out of Ravencroft, and this scene was actually really cool. The action here was a longer sequence than I anticipated, and honestly, it was quite impressive. This movie had a lot more heart than I expected as well. There's a relationship between Venom and Eddie in the middle of the movie that feels so strong. So towards the end of the movie, when they are back together, it feels so earned, especially when they call themselves the Lethal Protector at the same time. It was a real hero moment, and I greatly appreciate them for showing respect to the comics. The final battle between Venom and Carnage was so sick. There's even The Amazing Spider-Man 2 reference in this film that I noticed almost instantly when Venom saves Anne during this battle. And yes, Shriek is here to save the day with her insane sound frequencies and whatever, which I did expect, but she ends up getting crushed by a big ass bell. And yes, it is a big CGI fight, but it was paced surprisingly well and was very seat gripping with multiple characters on the brink of collapse. But seriously, Andy Serkis was in his Duffy bag when he directed this fight sequence. It was beautiful and also sets up an even crazier symbiote that we could get in the future. The post-credit scene obviously left me wet as fuck.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to.
And yeah, I can nitpick that Venom could have easily slithered out of the rocks that he was stuck under, or every time Carnage was going to kill, why did it cut off? But I'll give it a pass. And yeah, this movie was hella weird. Woody Harrelson and Naomi Harris, who plays Shriek, acts like little kids, but I'll let it pass. And yeah, why is Venom at a party having fun? This is just too weird, but I'll let that pass. And it's all because this movie knows what it's doing. It's not trying to take itself seriously, which is something that the first one was confused with, but instead this movie embraces that goofiness to its full potential, giving an energetic, fun, action-packed, heartfelt, hilarious, and exhilarating movie. Overall, my expectations were kept pretty low for this movie, and it's a quick popcorn flick that so happens to be better than the first popcorn flick, so I gotta say, this one wasn't too bad in my humble opinion, and I actually quite liked it. So Venom Let There Be Carnage gets a solid 74 from me.